What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Ghost Rider issue number 7. In the last couple of issues, what we have seen is a team up with Wolverine, as everybody did the motorcycle ride to Hell's Backbone, all in the hopes that they have their one wish granted by the devil. Some of them were heroes trying to keep this wish away from those that would do harm, others having very ill intentions. But in the midst of this race, it was looking like nobody was supposed to make it through. That is when the parasite on the head of Johnny Blaze, it finally started to truly show itself. As Wolverine does his exorcism, they remove the parasite from Johnny Blaze, the one thing that has been really dampening and harming his connection to Ghost Rider. But now that the parasite is out, it is time to find who might be responsible for putting it there. Now, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, make sure you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we are picking up at the Lumberjack Tavern. This is the bar where Wolverine had taken the parasite out of Johnny Blaze, believing that they might have killed all of it. They were wrong. This parasite made its way inside of one of the locals, and what arose from the dead, looking like freaking Terminator. While it doesn't explicitly say who this is right off the bat, what this is a shadow. That is what takes us to somewhere in Colorado. We have Johnny Blaze, who is finally thinking clear for the first time. But even though he is thinking much clearer, he still has no idea what direction he is going. Sitting here looking at the paper, trying to figure out what he is going to do next. We see that the person serving him coffee, this is Agent Warroad, disguising herself so that he has no idea what she looks like. She has been looking for Johnny Blaze for quite some time, not truly sure what her intentions might be. We know that Jeb had sent her to find the Ghost Rider, because what is about to descend upon them, they are going to need the Ghost Rider more than ever. Now, as we head back over to the burning bar, with it still ablaze, we see that monstrosity come out of the flames. A local police officer didn't even see what was coming at him, not until it was too late. Breathing smoke into his mouth, we see the man drop down to the ground, boils popping up all over his body, and then a monster pops out from that. What he just created was a shadow of a shadow, referring to themselves as exhaust. Our main shadow, he takes off in the police cruiser, and he lets his creation know to keep spreading their darkness. As we jump over to Johnny Blaze's hotel room, he finds himself in a very weird state. Not sure if this has to do with Ghost Rider or the parasite, but he finds himself completely exhausted, going to his bed and almost passing out. That is when Agent Warroad comes into the room, handcuffing him to the bed, letting him know that she gave him something that would put him down but keep him also awake, telling him that this is both an interrogation but also an audition. Peering into the mind of Johnny Blaze, she gets every single truth. The beginning of every Ghost Rider story is a broken ending. She is witnessing everything that Johnny Blaze and Ghost Rider have done together, understanding who he truly is. While Johnny Blaze, he is a drifter now. At one time, he was a king. He was the king of hell. And like every king, they are beloved and they are hated. One of those that hated him the most was none other than Blackheart. Blackheart believing that the crown was his to claim. What made it even worse is that Johnny Blaze, he never wanted it. He never wanted any of it. The only thing that ever mattered to him was gone. Blackheart had fought him so many times and failed every single time. That is, until he was given Roxanne back, with Johnny giving himself over to her. In the moment of vulnerability, this is where he recognized that this was all a ploy from Blackheart. Johnny striking a deal that he didn't even know he was doing. The spirit of vengeance had no host. Johnny Blaze, nothing more than a husk of a man. That is when Johnny wakes up 2 days later, still handcuffed to the bed, asking if the agent is going to release him. She lets him know that is a question that you have to ask for yourself, because Because while yes, you are technically chained up by me, you have chained yourself up for so much, for so many various degrees, for such a very long time. But also letting him know that her name is Special Agent Talia Warroad, and she is looking for a new partner. With Johnny getting out of the handcuffs, he is letting her know that you probably won't be safe with me, because there are times where I simply can't control everything. She goes on to say that he doesn't have a monopoly on darkness, that her heart, it is black as midnight, and black is the only color that fire cannot burn. The truth is, she sees a lot of herself inside of Johnny Blaze, letting him know that he needs to go take a shower, because once he is done, they are getting down to business. That is when we jump over to Hell's backbone. Blackheart is the one that called everybody here. If they crossed the finish line, they were promised a chance to hold Congress with the devil, letting them know that the race continues. Though he may not rule hell, he commands the ash and smoke its fires cast upon the world. And through the crowd, this is where we see Exhaust making his way to Blackheart. Blackheart letting the crowd know that he may no longer claim the Ghost Rider, but Exhaust, he is the shadow to Ghost Rider. And with the shadow of Ghost Rider by his side, he wants to bring this country a night as black as the asphalt of the midnight highway. It is now time for Blackheart to rule. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Another relatively quick issue, but it really is driving the plot forward. Finally understanding what Blackheart has been up to. He is making a play to rule everything. And while he is not able to take over Ghost Rider, which was the initial intent, with Wolverine getting rid of this parasite, they were left with nothing but the shadow of Ghost Rider. But even the shadow of Ghost Rider is a very powerful individual. As we saw, he was able to more or less replicate himself, continuing on being able to make shadows of shadows. This inevitably is going to build up an army. It is going to spread chaos. It is going to spread the darkness. And while Ghost Rider and Agent Warroad, they do have an idea that Blackheart might be behind this, they have no idea how far things have truly come. They are on the precipice of an apocalypse. And it looks like that Ghost Rider, he might be the only person able to stop it. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you would like to get completely caught up on everything going on with Ghost Rider, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having 5 different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to getting free comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you are unable to do that, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you are liking these videos, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.